Yeah, dog. Thomas G here once again with another live stream for you guys. Welcome to R2R live stream, episode number 8. Episode number 8. We're climbing the ladders. Just wait till we get to episode number 100. I think it'll take like a little over 3 months if I do one per day, every morning. So we'll see how long I can continue. Today, I already dropped off the kids at school, mowed the lawn. Came on here, had like 10 minutes left to, make a thumbnail and then get all the bells and whistles together to talk about the Blaze protocol, TitanBlaze.win, app.titanblaze.win /auction. That's the go-to place where you start off here at the auction. So we're gonna do a review. Let me make sure. Remember, guys, you have to work for your bags. And what I say when you got to work for your bags, that means hop on your phones, all right? As soon as these live streams starts, get the link, copy the link, put it out there on all the social media platforms, get on X, do all the hashtags, Blaze, Titanx, build on Titanx, you name it, and make sure that everybody knows that we're in the house, because we're going to talk about a build on Titanx platform protocol, and we're going to talk about the benefits and the key things that are taking place that are going to help the Titanx ecosystem. So I'm going to go ahead and let me instead of preaching, let me walk the walk. So I'm going to post this on X here. Again, work for those bags. I'm going to tag the Blaze X account, which is, what is it, at Blaze with the number 3 after the E win. And then I'm going to do the hashtags. You can always go on some of these X account and see the proper hashtag. You'll see it's BLAZE for Blaze. And then I'm just going to tag up all the Titanx people right here. That way we get all eyes and ears on this live stream. And then I'm going to jump over to the chat and make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. All right, that's very important that everyone can hear me loud and clear. So that's posted on X. Don't forget to go like and repost it so that we can get everybody in stream and listening, all eyes and ears. The more the merrier. Got 4 viewers. We're getting there. Bad boy, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up, my guy? Glad to have you here. So let's hop into it. Don't forget to go to @Blaze. After the E, there's a 3 with the WIN at the end. And follow them on X. They got 2,500 plus, almost 2,600 followers right now. And looks like they're pretty active. So when I talked about Inferno yesterday, right, we jumped into Blaze because I realized after looking at the protocol that they're linked together. You know, I pulled up that diagram that shows, when it buys and burns Titanx, burns the Inferno token, buys that, and then Blaze was included. Had a nice spike yesterday. We'll take a look at the price here. It looks like the most it went up to went up 25%, man. We'll look at the chart here. It went to $2.30, about $2.30, just about, maybe $2.25, something like that. And we were looking at the tokenomics, the supply of this token and versus what's circulating. And I noticed that there is only 506,000 Blaze tokens right now that's collectively owned between all the wallets, right? And I later found out that there was only going to be about 11 million token supply. And we'll verify all this. We'll look at the docs, right? That's why we're here, to review the platform and to learn it together live on stream. So out of the 506,000 tokens, guys, right, you'll see here on etherscan.io, and all I did was click the holders list here so I can pull it up on the blockchain. The first wallet is a staking contract, the Blaze staking contract. Then Uniswap, the number one contract with Blaze staking, owns 66% of the supply out there. So even if you trickle down to anything that's outside of a smart contract, remember they have a little notebook, little logo here next to them. This is a regular wallet. The top holder has 1.8% of the supply. That's 9,460 tokens. That's nothing. That's like peanuts. Second in line is 5,099 tokens, 1%. Below that, there's only 2 wallets that own 1% plus of the supply. The rest is like 0.66, 0.65, 0.59. This is like an opportunity to buy now. And with the low supply and with burning mechanics, price go up. So those are the measurements and the metrics and the math behind the madness that you have to look at. It's like entry level, all right? Very low token supply. Not very many tokens in people's hands. And then you want to know, who owns more than 1%, only 2 wallets, and everything below is basically a 0.5% below. Those are different things that you look at where you go, man, this thing could really do something. Wallet holders is 374 people. So you're really early to this protocol if you decide this is for you. Now you're going to look at the chart and be like, well, I'm too late based off the price, and you see the price has been over $2 before and the volatility is there. Now, market cap, $851,000 market cap, low liquidity, $99,000. That's why you saw when big purchases came in yesterday, the price went up because of the low liquidity. So that's going to bring volatility. But people actually using the protocol and minted the tokens and then the ecosystem burning them, and the fact that it's part of the Titanx ecosystem, was what's going to propel this to, if a token's got an 11 million supply cap, and we'll verify that in a second, Bitcoin's only got 21 million supply cap and all of existence to ever be mined. And it sure as heck is not being burned like a protocol like this. So Titanx blows up and expands and more users come. The build on Titanx ecosystem platforms are going to be very, very happy that happened. So only 3 viewers. We're not getting any love today on the Blaze Titanx feed so far. Only 3 people. You got to work for those bags. Let me double check and make sure I posted it out there. Yeah, I tagged only 7 views. So hey, people can watch it later. You got to work for your bags. I was almost going to do an emergency stream talking about the PETA incident, but we'll say that for tomorrow because there's some interesting things going on. So let's jump into the topic of the day, right? First things first, you're going to see the protocol. If you're familiar with the way Titanx is laid out and how they demonstrate all the things that take place from an auction to staking and calculators, very similar. But you're going to want to pull up the light paper, the docs. This is where you go under the hood and you go, all right, man, what you got going on here? And talks about what is Blaze, an Ethereum-based DeFi protocol, unique auction-based token minting and staking platform where users fuel their crypto earnings by purchasing batches and staking tokens rewards over time. Understanding Blaze. And there's 8 things that you're going to want to understand when it comes to this project. The auction participation, right? Join daily auctions to acquire Blaze tokens. This is how they're going to bring the Blaze tokens into existence and going into an auction. And that's how you're going to earn the tokens. And we'll take a look at that on the UI in a minute. Limited daily tokens. A set number of tokens are available each day. So there's only X amount of tokens that can be distributed via the auction. Payment method for auctions is in Ethereum. All right. Staking for yield, stake Blaze to earn real Ethereum yield. So this is going to yield you Ethereum utilizing the protocol token, which is Blaze, right? You want to earn some yield and earn Ethereum? This may be a good fit for you. Decentralized buy and burn supports Blaze and Titanx protocol growth, all right? Fair launch. People are going to want to know, is this a fair launch or, the people just have a ton of tokens at the very beginning? A fair launch means everybody was there at the beginning, had the same opportunity to get in at the same exact time. Do we got a little gnat in here? Jeez. Anyways, fair launch. Join the Blaze Diamond Club. Someone told me about that yesterday. So for access into the 888 Diamond Club pool, we'll get to that during the video. It's an interesting club you can join where you can participate to earn some pretty hefty rewards, depending on the amount of rewards are in that pool. We'll look at that. And then the Blaze War NFT bonuses. 28 Blaze War NFTs gives access to the Diamond Hand 888 day pool, right? So the things we're going to want to understand are the pumpamentals, which is pretty much what we were kind of covering just now. Pumpamentals include what the protocol delivers to the user. What do you get out of it? Well, you can get ETH, right? There's a capped token supply, daily auctions to get the tokens. It's a deflationary supply as well. Deflationary. We have hyperinflationary environment across Titanx when it comes to Titanx, DragonX. All those were hyperinflationary tokens. This is a disinflationary supply environment. Fully immutable. Rules don't change. Blaze Diamond Club and Blaze Wars. So let's take a look at the auction and let's see if we have any more people in here. Shout out to Sonia. Blaze is set to moon anytime now. I can't believe people are sleeping on this. Yeah, after doing some more research about this, I go, okay, this is a protocol where it's still early. If you got in earlier than this, then like kudos to you. Great job. But it still feels extremely early considering that the supply token, the token supply is like extremely low. Like 2 wallets own 2% of the supply. The rest is staked. Damn, I'm late. What it do? Just checked my EZN Mint. Super excited to see what it does. Awesome, man. Awesome. So you see the auction here, and you're always going to reflect back to your documents page. So now that we're in the auctions, it's going to explain exactly what you're going to need to do. So this is the starting point. Remember, starting point here is when you're here, you're at the auction. You're like, what do? I got a number of batches, power selection. I'm looking at deposit ROIs, like 317% ROI. How do I get that? Is that true? How does this work? Well, let's take a look. So the Blaze token acquisition method behind the madness: obtain Blaze token using Ethereum at daily auctions. So you're here, and when you choose these batches, remember it's telling me insufficient ETH because I don't have 0.01 ETH in this wallet. It'll tell you what that batch, for the number of batches, you can choose 1, 2, max is like 100. It costs you 20 ETH for max, 2 ETH for 10 batches, and the power selection's at max, and then it tells you your ROI, which changes here, right? Do 1 batch, costs 0.2 ETH, and you end up getting 1,225 Blaze tokens at this point in the auction with 16 hours left. An auction goes all the way down to the wire. You got to watch the timers, right? And then you see your ROI at 317%. So that's subject to change, I assume, and we'll read when it comes to people entering the auction, right? So auction schedule, new auctions every 24 hours. So this is like clockwork, running immutable, just ongoing. Token deflation and supply. So the deflationary nature daily decreases in Blaze token minted at a rate of 0.08%. So every auction, it's saying that it's going to decrease. So X amount of tokens are going to be delivered today. Timer runs out, that auction ends. Let's say it's day 20. Day 21 starts is at a rate of 0.08%. The next day will drop 0.08% in the amount of Blaze token that can be collected from that auction day. And then the next day, the rate drops. So it's going to continue to decrease by 0.08% daily on the amount of tokens that are available for auction. Key understanding to realize why, sitting around waiting. I mean, 0.08% is a low number, but as time goes on, it adds up every single day. And here's where we confirm. Cap supply maximum is 11 million Blaze token. That's going to take 18 years. Okay, so it's not like we're going to have that 11 million tokens in the next year. It's going to take 18 years to get that supply out there in the market. Just like it takes a long time for all that Bitcoin to get out there in the market. All right. Daily decrease example tells you here. Day 1, 8,888 tokens. Day 2, with that 0.08% decrease, 8,880 tokens available. Day 3, 8,873 tokens. There's the math for you, real simple. I need a Coke Zero. When you do a live stream, man, I got waters, coffee, Soda. Gotta stay hydrated. You're yapping and yapping and yapping. Gotta keep that elixir on you. And then make sure everyone can hear me good, right? Everyone hears me good. Doesn't look like this is like the lowest amount of people I have had on a live stream for any Titanx protocol. There is people sleeping on Blaze. This is your opportunity. Those of you that are watching, those of you that are paying attention and are viewing right now, this is your opportunity to go, people are sleeping on this. Look at the proof is in the pudding, guys. The proof is in the pudding with these numbers. The proof is here. People are sleeping on Blaze, which leads me to believe they're sleeping on Inferno too. Inferno is going to be minted completely soon, which this is completely affiliated with one another as well, right? So purchasing the batches, we saw you pay ETH. Batches / auctions, one entry up to 100 power into an auction is one batch. Multiple entries up to 1,000 power and 10 batches. Pricing for each auction is 0.2 ETH, right? So the power expansion and payment example, 100 power would cost you 0.2 ETH. 50 power would cost you 0.1 ETH. So with the one batch, 0.2 ETH, this is the estimated amount of tokens that would get 1,225 out of today's distribution of 8,403. The more people that come in, the more this will reduce. So like the method behind the madness is when this timer gets to like 10 minutes, I'll be like, okay, how many tokens can I get now for what's being distributed amongst the users? Because with one batch at 100 power, it costs 0.2 ETH. This is the tokens I would get, but there's 16 hours left. If I want to pay less in Ethereum, I'd simply go and type in 50 power, and I could spend 0.1 ETH, and I'd get a reduction in Blaze tokens. However, it's a tad bit cheaper, and ROI kind of changes to a little bit more, right? A little bit less. 350% for the cheaper is more than the max, which is like an ROI of 318, which these numbers will change. By the end of the day, when the auction closes, it might just be like a 10-15% ROI. But this token that you receive could go up in price when people purchase it on the open market. And why would people be buying this token on the open market? That's for staking, which we're going to get to next, right? Really quick, how's the value coming into Blaze used? So these rewards pools, right? 64% for the rewards pools. And this is like the Ethereum that's being spent in these auctions. Burn mechanics is 20%. We'll have to look at that wherever that's listed. Founders allocation, 8%. Future development, 8%. All right. Blaze staking. This is where you can use Blaze to earn ETH. So you got some options here. You're going to have to determine and be like comparing the two. Let's say you get one batch for 0.2 ETH, you get 1,225 tokens, but you know that's going to reduce in the auction by the end of the day. So you just come here and you go, okay, 0.2 ETH is $495. So $495 would get you 291 tokens on the open market at this price, right? Right now it's saying 1,225. That's like a whole lot more, but like I said, it will reduce. So by the end of the day, you can determine whether you're going to get more tokens going into the auction or less in comparison to spending $495 buying on the open market. That's where you can kind of time things. You can play around. You can say, let me watch this auction end, and let's see if the people who actually collect their auction tokens, maybe majority stakes and some sell, and the price reduces, and you get a good deal either way because people maybe scored a big number on the auction, dump the tokens, and you can buy for cheaper regardless and not have to enter the auction. So those are options for you. Or you buy them cheaper, whether it's through the auction or through the open market, and you go and you max stake, right? So if you can do now when you're looking at the staking part of the platform here, you're going to reference back over to the docs. Remember, staking tokens is the Blaze earn ETH reward. So payment method. During auctions, payment is made in ETH. Ethereum is allocated to the ETH payout pools for staking rewards. If you're familiar with Titanx, this is very, very similar, like the same thing. See if we got anybody new here. What's up, fam? What's going on? All about passive income. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to smash the like button. Go repost this out there on X. We got to get the TitanBlaze people in here. Where are the TitanBlaze people at? Man, maybe there might be a Titanx stream going on right now. I bet you like Mo or somebody's live. Every time I do a stream, they got something going on. But either way, they could, find this. Okay, now let's see. Share acquisition. Users gain shares in the staking contract upon staking Blaze tokens. Share value decreases every 8 days. So the value of share goes down by 1.2%. This means if you stake a certain number of Blaze tokens to get the shares on day 1, by day 8, you'll need to stake 1.2%, 1.26% less of those tokens to get the same amount of shares you got on day 1. This reasons to ensure future people entering auctions aren't priced out staking. This leads to continual participation in the future. And then jumping to the locked staking terms, minimum stake period, 88 days is the minimum. Maximum staking period is 2,888 days. And the best thing to do is just go to the tools tab here and go to calculator, right? And let's see, calculator, and there's calculator for the auction and for the staking, right? So let's say example, and we'll just take a look on how much 1,000 tokens will cost you. It's about $1,700. Let's say you got $1,700 to get 1,000 tokens. You max stake it for 2,888 days. The reason why the max stake is the best option is because you get a higher global stake share percentage versus, and you'll see that right here, 0.3% global share percentage, global stakes percentage, right? The higher that percentage is, the more of the pool you get in rewards. Now, if you do less amount of days, this percentage goes down. Let's just do 365 days. You'd only get 0.11. Well, let's say somebody doesn't have, delayed gratification to wait that long. 90 days, 0.8% on that $1,700 investment. So the idea is trying to max stake to try to collect ROI as fast as you can by buying and accumulating your position and earning from the rewards pool. Because as it stands here, your $1,700 investment with 1,000 Blaze tokens, ROI at what the price is and based off your global stake percentage. Now, remember, if somebody comes in and adds a ton of Blaze, your global stake percentage goes down, then you got to compete for that position. So on the next 8-day payout, you'd earn $53 in ETH, 0.02. All right. Day 88, you'd earn 0.237. That's $593. 288, you'd earn $494. Now these payouts could grow if more people are participating in the auction to mint these tokens, right? Well, to earn these tokens is how they're put into circulation, is via the auction. So if more ETH comes into these balances, as far as 8-day payout, that's 16 hours and 43 minutes away. It's going to pay out day 8, 6.2 ETH, right? And remember, we just looked at what your share would be with 1,000 tokens. What you would get out of it was like $53. And then it went up because this pool has more, right? 69 ETH, which is all collected and distributed from the people participating in auctions. So the flywheel is like Titanx. What feeds the engine is on Titanx early on was miners. What feeds the engine on Blaze early on and will continue is people auctioning to earn Blaze token. And as long as it's competitive versus what you can do on the open market, that's going to keep generating ETH into here to earn yield for staking your Blaze. Max stakes are going to earn you the most. And that's how that works. See if there's any questions here. Got 11 people, getting more people. The Blaze people are waking up. You know, maybe they got up and got Blaze and are just staring off into space and forgot. I don't know. I don't know. We got a small crowd here today with Blaze. Inferno was packed. Usually some Titanx. Maybe there's some stuff going on. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? Let's just go on. Staking bonuses, right? So users earn a staking bonus in addition to the regular staking rewards. Bonus range 1% minimum, 288% maximum. Bonus determination. The bonus amount is based on your staking duration. We just covered that. I just covered all of that. I covered that. And then the Blaze War bonuses. So to be eligible for the Diamond Hand Pool, all right, you can come here and click the Diamond Hand Pool and see if we meet the criteria. And the pool size here is 52 Ethereum. It's $129,000, 824. So total tickets issued is 54. I would imagine that this is going to get competitive. The eligibility criteria. Minting and holding multiples of 28 Blaze War NFTs in your wallet. Having 4,000 Blaze tokens that are max linked staked between day 1 and day 365 of the protocol. Staking 1,000 in a month. Staking 1,000 in month 1 and 3,000 in month 6 means you have staked 4,000 within the time limit and get 1 ticket. All right. And we'll read how this will be distributed and how they explain it, right? So alternatively, you can max stake 4,000 Blaze tokens during the first year of the protocol to get the same access in the 888-day staking pool. To be clear, there are 2 ways to enter, which was the 28 NFTs or having 4,000 Blaze max staked, right? Multiple entries allowed per wallet. Each entry above constitutes a ticket, and the whole pool is shared equally among all ticket holders. So if you want to hold 28 NFTs, that's a ticket. If you want to stake 4,000 Blaze, that's a ticket, right? For multiple entries. And then when this is distributed, rewards will happen on day 888. That's going to be dished out to the people that are holding these tickets. The more tickets you got. So you got 10 wallets and you want to get 2 tickets each. You're going to own a lot of the rewards that are going to get out are going to be due to you. And as this grows, this could be 500 ETH. 888 days later, you're going to get Ethereum. Boop. Here you go. Here's a surprise when that happens, right? And I'm just curious, how long? 888 days divided by 365. It's 2.5 years delayed gratification, right? And in the meantime, you know, if all goes well, people are utilizing the auction, you're going to earn rewards. And then you're going to, you know, almost 2.5 years later after the fact, based off your ticket amount, might get a nice little bonus check for you. You know, you might need it real bad by that time. It might really mean something. Could be a lot. Could be a lot. We covered the staking rewards. We took a look at that. Remember, 88. These are ongoing. So every 8 days, this pays out based off the amount of ETH that's here. So once this pays in 16 hours, this will go to 0 and it'll accumulate again from people participating in the auction. Same with the 88. 288 is rolling payouts, right? That's how that'll work. We talked about the Diamond Club. Let's see, buy and burn. Let's cover this, right? Decentralized buy and burn strategy. So the ETH allocation for buy and burn is in this DeFi protocol. 20% of ETH earnings from auctions funds a buy and burn mechanism. Execution process. Tokens are bought from the Titanx ETH pool. Then Titanx tokens are used to acquire Blaze from the Blaze Titanx pool. All right. And then the token burning approach, the strategic approach. The strategy aims to reduce the circulating supplies of Blaze tokens to enhance scarcity. Which scarcity is already there. There's not a lot of tokens. And when people aren't participating, those tokens won't be put out there, right? Daily burns involves 100,000 ETH for Titanx purchase and buy and burn for Blaze, ensuring decentralized execution. Special burn events, a bonfire party, all right, begins on Titanx day 288 and every 108 days after that, where 10% of the ETH set aside for the buy and burn is allocated. Wow. So there's a lot of future events that are going to take place that are going to really, man, if I went through a price prediction, right, and I'm just throwing this out there based on looking out for participation, circulating supply, how many people own above 1%, buy and burn mechanics, the staking, people are staking tokens, locking them up, 66% of the supply staked. Quick math here after like a burning event. Let's take a look at the numbers. Distributing into payouts, and I'll give you price prediction, plus buy and burn. Let's see. So buy and burn as $114. Next buy and burn, $114. User rewards. Bonfire, let's see how much ETH is in there. 12,553. That's the balance. Interval buy amounts. Man. So considering a lot more people start to go in, it's day 71. Looking at the price now, $1.71. Let me do some like quick numbers. Like, you know what? Some of you guys throw your price predictions out. I love to see that. While I kind of just think in my brain. Like right now, I'm having what does my wife call me all the time? Because I'm like sitting here thinking. The guy that goes with Tom Cruise and they go gambling. What is the name of the movie? Oh, she calls me Rain Man because I'm just like this, like running numbers, whispering in my head, like all day long, crypto. I'm on Titanx, I'm calculating, boom, 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 boom. And then I think about my pulse chain back, and I'm just in my head, like Rain Man, thinking of all these numbers and calculations. So, with that being said, and I want to look at the price when it launched at the very beginning too, to see that. Okay. See, these are always simulations of what can happen down the road. All right. So if you take a look at that price here. Yeah, I'm thinking when it's all said and done, after probably, going between 6 months to a year in this platform, and based off what happens with Titanx, because all tide would rise together, $20 token, would say probably like a $25 token in the next several months here. Easily. And that's when Titanx goes parabolic. Then you got Inferno. You have a lot of things that are helping Blaze with its own burn mechanics. So right now, if you're buying at $1.71, $2, hold out, you're going to be probably very happy because of the scarcity of the token. The numbers added up. And that's like a conservative number because that's me running figures of Titanx like 10 to 20x's from here. Titanx goes completely parabolic to 50 to 100 x, which a lot of people think it can do 100x plus. This token could be $45, $50 pretty easily. So there's going to be some happy campers, I think. If you want to ask me about how that math happened, I don't know. I make numbers up sometimes. I know the figures, but it's just like, people are gonna question me, and I just don't want to express my Rain Man thoughts. It's just too my doze off. So protocol launch, liquidity formation, that's already happened. Blaze starting price was what, $2.18. Oh, the Blaze Wars NFTs, because I guess this is one way to get a ticket, right? In the not too distant future, Blaze Wars unfolds. Blaze War benefits. We know the Diamond Hand Pull, NFT minting details. Stay tuned to find out more. So this is going to be an option to get a ticket. Looks like that might be even a an NFT. So starting point, right? Visualize what's going on here. I did participate on one of my wallets and bought Blaze token. So now I go, if I predict and I speculate that this is a $20 token 6 months to a year from now, could happen sooner. then it's in my best interest to participate in the auction and figure out if that's going to be cheaper than buying off the market and I can get more, but even a small percentage means more. And then coming from here, right? So if I were to do numbers on what I would want to do, I'd probably go, okay, 10 batches. No, I'd easily be able to do 25 batches, max 100 power. But then you see this minus signal here. So I don't know if it'd be worth it. So I have to go, okay, do I want to just go into it? I'm not aping in crazy on one day. Maybe reasonably do 1 Ethereum per day, which is 5 batches, 100 max, and then see what kind of tokens I get. Live another day and see if I did good versus buying. So I'll buy and I'll join the auction. Ultimately, to split up what I want to hold liquid for the parabolic move that may happen, pull out the staking calculator and see what I'll earn in rewards. So if I got 5,000 that I bought and earned from the auction, I'm going to try and get in there to earn, 1.69% global shares for 5,000 max staked. Today's payment, if I got 5,000 tokens, would be 0.1 ETH, $263. 65% ROI. This ROI can increase a day 88 payout, triples, quadruples. That's all based off participation. I don't know. We'll see. 9 viewers. Anyone got any questions? 36 minutes in. I think this is probably going to be like the shortest build on Titanx live stream I've done. Just don't have very many people. Turns out people are more interested in what's going on with PDI. Should I have done the PDI live stream? We'll do it tomorrow. I like this smoke to settle. I've seen everything that happens on chain, but I'm excited to participate in this because ultimately I'm going to be going full circle with being in Blaze. And I don't know who the developer is. Didn't show up on stream. I never got any messages. So if the developer or anybody from the platform wants to do a X space and further educate people, I really think people are sleeping on this one. It shows on what you see on Twitter, the engagement, right? You have people like tagging them, and then you look at the 24-hour volume, and it's like, okay, everyone's really excited about Dragon X and Titanx buying that. And then you see the excitement a little bit with Inferno, and then kind of Blaze kind of drifts off. Like, you got to remember, man, Titanx and Dragon X are taking off and they'll continue to go. But what's left behind will start to, some of that profits will sprinkle down, and they'll grab this, and understanding how this entire ecosystem is benefiting everybody as a whole. Dragon X right now, look at that number there. Boom. All right. They've done many, looks like X's from, well, if you look at when the bottom happened for Dragon X and Titan X was in July. How many X's are they at this point? Boom, 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 ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Yeah. 10 X at 0.5s and a 2. Jeez. Yeah. So when will this cool down? When whales start selling, right? Ethereum, if I take a look at my phone really quick so I don't have to pull it up on here. Ethereum right now, it's recovering a little bit today, just like 1%, $2,473. Tron's up a little bit. Bitcoin's 58,000. So the market's definitely turning around. So if there's not any questions, I guess we kind of covered pretty much everything. It's pretty straightforward. The Blaze founders do a lot of weekly streams on YouTube. Okay, yeah, you know what? I did see them on the stream. So, I mean, if they're interested in collaborating, then maybe they do their own thing. That's great. I'm going to be going where the madness isn't at right now. I understand that I've already participated in Titanx. I don't ever have to buy Titanx. I got so much of it coming off on multiple wallets. I did participate a few weeks back on Dragon X. I'm enjoying the gains, but I got to go where the momentum is not there yet and where the hype is yet to come. The price is, doing well. but it's paired with Titanx, right? So when Titanx goes up, everything else is going to go up too as well. Look at the price of Titanx. That's how this ecosystem is designed to do. So I think people are going to transition and go, whoa, like ETH yield and all that. And then when Blaze token reaches $3-4, then everyone's going to want to chase that green candle. Might as well just buy it now and get there before all the hype. So don't forget, guys, get that out there on X. Appreciate everybody that joined today. We're about 40 minutes in. We almost made it an hour. Got a small crowd. It's all right. Don't forget to pound the like button.